So but me and the wife are like faintly positive. Like it's
Right.
that second line is like almost going away. It's real faint.
Oh, I didn't understand how those tests work.
Yeah,
So
there's two lines.
okay.
There's two lines, and every day I take it, the second line's real faint. One line means you're negative. The second line means you're positive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
interesting. So where are you guys getting these tests? Are you guys getting them at like Walgreens or something, or to the
We got
hospital?
plenty. Don't worry.
It's like
We're
when
selling
people,
them actually.
yeah, it's
50
like,
bones. Anybody strapped for one? We
are you
got these all
selling?
day.
Are you selling fake Vax cards too?
Easily I approach the fifth of him because there ain't no joke.
All right, we're good.
There it is.
And there you have it. And we're back.
It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while. It's been a crazy, I feel like, few months of the holidays. And then I think the last time we had the podcast was during Christmas.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was, it's already been a whole month since then. But now we
Time
got
flies.
I know. Now we're in February. We got the Super Bowl. We got a lot of things going on right now. But
What have you been up to? How was rehab?
oh God. I know. People
The
are still
joke never gets old.
people are still waiting for me to get there any day now. My bus ticket's ready to go. No, I've been pretty good. It's been busy as hell at work.
Okay.
Basically with my little job, I work with this one tracking system, this program, and we're switching over to a new one. So that's just got everybody kind of like fucking chasing down lists and making sure people are
Yeah.
getting licenses. It's like any kind of software, you gotta have licenses. And so we got all this shit's kicking off here. And it's been kind of crazy with that, it's over with the whole entire agency. So we're talking like all the states and the headquarters and all this shit. So it's just a lot of people involved, and everybody's got a comment and a complaint. It's like, when do you turn, and basically it's funny because it's like in your personal life, when do you shut that shit down? Like when people are trying to like help you improve your life, at some point you're just like, fucking thanks for the advice, but fuck off. And then
everybody's got 2 cents, right?
yeah. When's the last time someone tried to give you some advice that was unwelcomed or unneeded?
I don't know. I usually shut it down pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I saw this cool shirt I wanted to order. It had like a middle finger in the back, and it just says your opinion with the middle finger.
Oh fuck, that's crazy.
Just on blast on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of like, I guess it's kind of timely with COVID too, right? Because you kind of had like everybody had a stance on the vaccine or the masks, right? Now it's about masks. And speaking to that, I heard like California is going to go maskless, except for
everywhere's San Jose.
It's Santa Clara County, right?
Santa Clara County, yeah.
But like you said, San Jose, and I heard LA too is like another one.
Hey, speaking of COVID, the reason why I wanted to come on the air today is tell me why COVID came after my life this week.
Oh, what the fuck? Talk about unwanted fucking advice.
No, I'm being dead ass. We all tested positive.
Oh shit!
Last Monday. Yeah.
So what happened? So where do you think you got it from? First off,
I don't know. I was trying to wrap my brain around that, and it was just
it's kind of hard to like retrace all your steps.
It wasn't what I thought. Like we went on a trip, but it wasn't that because I was the only one to come down with it first.
Oh, okay.
So
did you?
Oh yeah, look at this, man.
What were the?
I got my pregnancy test right here.
Oh shit! Look at that. It was at the home.
It's a slight line though. See the other line's real faint.
Yeah.
But I'm positive right now, even right now.
So what happened? So you started. What were your initial symptoms, or like what triggered you to be like, oh shit, something's up?
We all had like a little cough, not much, and we all tested, and I was shocked. I was positive.
Right. So like, and then all of a sudden, all 4 of you guys are sick, or no?
Yeah, just kind of one by one, it was coming for our life.
Oh fuck COVID! It's like having a bounty hunter after you.
we actually didn't believe it, so we went to do the PCR because we were all like, "Whoa, this is no way."
Right. You got to double check that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But Joe Rogan was right, man. You can live through it if you're healthy.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I think the media is scaring people.
I mean, I definitely like there was a person at work that died within the last 4 months. You never know if
Yikes.
people have other issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I think that's what it is.
yeah, they said like diabetes could be one thing that like people have that's underlying that could, and whatever else, right? But I also think like, I mean, everybody says kind of, it's like those first variants were the strong ones, right? And
Yeah,
now,
like 2 years ago, right?
yeah. And now we're kind of coming down to more of a common thing, but I don't, I still don't want to fucking underplay it because people could still get fucked
How
up.
about you? Did you ever get it? No.
No, like I said, Sophie got it, my daughter got
Yeah.
it, but Jessie went and tested. I never tested, and hers were negative. So I don't think I had it. I would have known, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, mine was like just a slight cough, a little groggy, but nothing else.
Yeah. Did you take the time off of work and we're like, fuck
Yeah,
this?
I told him straight up. I almost went in because it wasn't that bad, but
yeah, you can't fuck around with that. Yeah.
can't fuck around, turn everybody into a zombie.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, but work
shit.
was real concerned. Work was concerned. They reached out to me and they said, when is your return?
Oh. Oh, really? Yeah, that's how concerned they are. They're like, we're short-staffed, Rob. You better fucking cure yourself.
Yeah, that was their first statement. When is your return?
Oh, shit.
Not how you doing or what's up.
You motherfuckers. Yeah, no, I hear that. No, I mean,
yeah, man, you're talking to a positive right here. I'm the guinea pig.
So we usually with that, right? It's supposed to be like 10 days with no symptoms. So do you feel like you still have like symptoms and stuff, or
no, I'm pretty good now. I think the first couple of days I was groggy, but
yeah,
I was actually in shock. I was like, no way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be? Like, all we've heard about for 2 years is COVID. And then
I avoided it.
Yeah. I mean, and then all of a sudden, like, you traveled, you went to Hawaii, you did, you gone to other kids' parties and shit. Like, there's plenty of opportunities. The kids are in school, they're doing their extracurriculars. So, was it at that karate tournament I saw you guys were at? The West Valley?
That's what I thought, but it took like a whole week before it sat in. So it didn't happen right after the karate tournament. It was like the karate tournament was Saturday. It didn't kick in until the following Friday or Saturday. And then when it kicked in, it was just me that was sick. Nobody else was sick. I was the first positive person.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was there. My doctor says it was probably Monday or Tuesday of last week.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I must have came in contact with somebody.
Damn.
Crazy, huh?
You can't be making out with random strangers at the fucking front of 7-Eleven, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like, oh man, I don't know how I got it.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, I know still with Sophie's school, they still like will shoot out these emails like COVID case in school, and then there's another one that says COVID case in her class. And then if it's actually like your friend or somebody you're in close contact with, they'll actually call you and do a full investigation. So they have like different layers of that. But I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, for Jess, my wife, and I, we don't go anywhere. So like, how the fuck are we gonna get it? But with the kids, like, because she was playing basketball, so we're just coming out of basketball season. And when she got it, she was on the day before that shortly before, she was on like a bus trip with the kids going somewhere, and they play without masks and stuff. So there is all that, potential.
How hard did it hit her though? Not that bad?
No, it was definitely like kind of like the flu type stuff, right? Like the body aches, I'm tired and that kind of stuff. But it wasn't terrible. She said like the first symptom was like a sore throat, which remember when we all used to get colds? That was like that was like the sore throat was the kicker for that. But I think it was like the telltale was the body aches and the that kind of shit.
Yeah, I just kept it moving. I didn't really stop.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been home all week. I've been mowing the lawn and cleaning shit out, but nothing's really put me on my ass.
But you're not like a type of person that would just like lay in bed and watch TV. That's me. I would be doing that for a week. You're like
Yeah.
you're like need to get into stuff.
Yeah. I'm still walking the dog,
Yeah.
just working out in here. But
Where you like
the-
you're like Mr. T when he had cancer.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck cancer. You're like punching the bag. You're like,
fuck COVID.
Fuck COVID.
Yeah. No, I was surprisingly no major issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good. I mean, and you said too, like with your previous health tests, you're above grade. So that's
I was
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
the kids had more body aches. They had body aches.
Yeah. So are they out of school right now, or are they?
Yeah, they've been out of school too.
Just for the sick.
Yeah,
sick time.
Yeah. One of my daughters is negative already. I don't know how, but she's negative already. So but me and the wife are like faintly positive. Like it's that second line is like almost going away. It's real faint.
Oh, I didn't understand how those tests work.
Yeah,
so
there's 2 lines.
Okay.
There's 2 lines. And every day I take it, the second line's real faint. One line means you're negative. The second line means you're positive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So where are you guys getting these tests? Are you guys getting them at like Walgreens or something? To the hospital?
We got plenty. Don't worry.
It's like
we're selling them actually.
Yeah, it's
50
like
bones. Anybody strapped for one?
Are you selling
all day?
Are you selling fake Vax cards too? I was listening to this podcast, and they were talking about like in New York, it's like something like it's 500 or something like that, 250, whatever, for like the basic Vax card. But then like each booster goes up in an increment, so you can get a Vax card plus 2 boosters for like $750 or something. I think
you might as well just go do it at that point.
Yeah, no shit. Exactly. I would save that money too. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's funny.
What did you watch that new Aziz Ansari comedy?
No, I kind of want to watch it, but yeah.
He was talking about fake Vax card. He's like, who made these Vax cards? They're too easy to just reproduce.
Right.
We got to get the people on whoever made the Monopoly, the McDonald's Monopoly. They should be doing this.
Right.
With the hologram,
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, you're totally right. Like I have mine in my wallet right now, and it's starting to become like a shitty business card. You know what I mean? Where it just gets like destroyed by fucking time. But I mean, obviously, like if you're part of any fucking organized hospital, they have that shit online too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a matter though of like at this point, long term is whether there's still policy that you have to be vaxxed or not. Like businesses or stuff like that.
Back to what you're saying, up north where you're at.
Yeah,
you don't have to wear a mask anymore.
You do. You do. Yeah, Washington. I haven't really checked the news, but Washington's kind of a stickler on it. They were like one of the first to kind of like lock stuff down. I'm guessing, but they're just always tight on the shit. So I know that we have to, but I mean, you can go to Walmart and see motherfuckers without masks. There's just that rogue people that are just like, I ain't wearing this shit.
San Jose's pissed because
everyone
we're
else
the only
is
one
good.
left. You can go like 5 miles and not wear a mask.
Do you think
into the East Bay or anywhere?
Right.
San Francisco.
Do you think it's like I don't know. I hate to be like racist like that, but do you think it has to do with that? Because I mean, if they say LA is like that, I think maybe part of the problem is just that you have. I mean, this could happen in any city, but if you have a population where you kind of have like the grandma lives with the kids.
I think we just have a dense population here.
Right. Yeah.
Dense.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of homeless. I was thinking the homeless factor maybe.
Oh yeah.
The homeless are.
But they live outdoors, so they don't need to wear masks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They took over my Target. I know that.
Are you serious?
They got a Target membership. They're like working out with the weights, even putting the weights down, using the roller ball. It's like they have a gym membership to Target. Fucking, they're drinking water, just roaming the aisles.
Taking a shower in the bathroom.
Well, you got your membership, huh?
They got a smoothie bar at Starbucks.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't even fuck with this Target no more.
we have this return to work thing. Like they basically delayed it and it's government wide, I guess. So once the day once they announce it, you have like 30 days until you got to go back. So one thing with downtown San Francisco in the Tenderloin is that they've turned like these areas into like basically camps, right? Like organized camps. And so everybody's fucking freaked out about going back just for the safety part because it's kind of been abandoned in some ways.
Ooh, Skid Row, huh?
Yeah. So now you got to go back to work and you got to go walk through this shit. So my running thing is like they're gonna start offering MMA classes at lunch. Just so you can defend yourself on the way to BART or something.
And you know what's got crazy right here where I live, all the homeless encampment? I don't know if it was a vote or whatever, but they ended up putting like 30, 40 porta potties out there now.
Oh shit.
And that's like these little showers, you know.
You said by your work or outside? Or by your house?
Right out here, not very far from my house.
But where
so there's this huge encampment by the airport, right?
Yeah.
And it was maybe about a month ago. I looked out there and they got these nice porta potties, like you're at a tailgate.
Oh fuck. Well, I guess it's better than them going to the bathroom. I mean, every human deserves should be using a bathroom, right? Just because well, number one, it could damage the environment if you keep fucking pissing shit in the rivers and lakes and stuff. But damn, that sucks. That sucks for your neighborhood and stuff.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't go to my Target no more. It's just
I heard this thing on Adam Carolla's podcast. He was talking about Dave Chappelle in Yellow Springs, Ohio, where he lives. Basically, like he's a big, he's got all this money and he lives in this small community. So he's like pumping money into the community, like businesses. And basically they're trying to build affordable housing. And there's like a clip of him basically saying, I'm gonna fucking pull out all my investments if you're going to put this affordable housing here. And so it's kind of like just in general, like the fucking world, not the world, but you're kind of just against fucking this kind of like the potential for the blight that a lot of this stuff has, I mean, homeless encampments are definitely the lowest fucking desired shit ever. But then sometimes you can kind of argue that like low income housing is like kind of on the same, it's right above that, but kind of in the same realm, It's unfortunate because people need help, but it's also like it comes with a lot of fucking just industrial fucking attention that you don't you don't want porta potties, right? You don't want chain link fences that are fucking 7 feet high in enclose this area, and then you got tarps on those fences, and then the
whole thing is I don't think they're motivated either. I hate to say it, they're not motivated because they get phones from the county. They got the porta potties out there,
right?
I don't see them motivated.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a point that like Adam Carolla is making. He's like, if you're on drugs, you don't want help. But if you may want help. But if you're a person that wants help, there's programs up the ass. So you can get in a program, they get you like some clothes, just go do interviews. They could try to get you a job, that get you some temporary housing. But if you're out there and you're just like, fuck it, this is my life, that's a little bit much,
Yeah, it is. It is.
But anyways,
speaking of podcasts, the reason why I want to come on too is, what's your take on this whole Joe Rogan thing lately?
Oh, well, okay. So, I mean, dude, honestly, like I hate to be like a reflection of other people's opinions, but the one thing, so there's two things, right? There's the one thing that people are coming at him on the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And as much as I listen to it, there's definitely like a bro attitude of like, oh, fuck this, I don't need it. And like I said, like at the Walmarts, you'll see usually young cats, and they don't have, they're the ones without the mask, or like an old dude, like usually white people, and whatever, it doesn't matter, the race doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. So there's that take to it, like the bro movement against the policies and but then also I think he's okay in the fact that he does just kind of question it in general. So that part I feel like it's unnecessary. Like they're going to cancel him over talking about a subject.
I thought that was rough. And he's interviewing people, right?
Yeah, he's interviewing both sides, or he should do both.
It's not like he's being interviewed.
Right. But he could also like target the people that have the counter. He could find people that have the great counter arguments and just showcase those people. And then that's where the government and people step in and are like, Okay,
Yeah.
you're only bringing in fucking for an example, you're only bringing in communists. Are you communists, right?
Yeah.
That's not the case.
Yeah.
But for him, he's got a lot of people that are bringing this extra knowledge.
I thought
like,
it was crazy, like
Yeah.
Neil Young and these other artists,
yeah,
old school artists, were going to pull their music.
right. But that's okay. So that's one of them. The other part was like he has his old comedy stuff where he's dropping M bombs, and that's the kind of thing where you're kind of like, I could see where comedy kind of fits in, but I also see like that's just a charged word, and if you have that in your past, especially an act or which recording, you got to burn in some way for that, because that's just how that's cancel culture right now.
It is. Everybody's being judged on 20 years ago shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that and if you don't get in front of those kind of things too, right?
Yeah.
Like he can't sit there and be like, oh, I was such a shithead back then. It's like you should have addressed that in your fucking 300 episodes.
Comedy though, to me, is almost like acting, right? You're up on stage, you're doing a bit, you're a comedian, you're almost reciting lines and doing a scripted act, right?
Okay.
You're a comedian.
I'm following you.
So with that said, are they gonna like pull up Anchorman?
Right.
Say, Will Ferrell, you said someone was gay and made fun of him on Anchorman.
Right.
Then what's Will Ferrell gonna say?
Right.
I was acting. I'm a comedian.
Have you
so
seen?
If you're acting and regurgitating lines, how can you be canceled on that?
Right, like Django with the N word, and it's like Leo say. I think he says it. Like people say that stuff in movies to if it's a period piece or whatever, to do it. So like I like your point. I like it a lot. It's like, at what point are we saying that whatever this guy is doing is his personal belief versus doing the job of the actor or the comedian? Like,
comedians are actors.
You're right. Yeah, it could happen in their life, but they punch it up, right? You turn this idea into something more extreme, just to kind of get.
I'm really against it. I don't like it. Because I watched the videos. He was reciting and using the N-word as if someone else was saying it. He was like, he was telling a story about Charlie Murphy, and this is what Charlie Murphy said.
Right.
And then he talked about rap music and how they can get away with it. And I don't know. It just seems like the cancel culture and the whole woke thing is like, it's going too far,
Yeah. I mean, I guess just going back. I mean, I know we talked about it a few times, but the fact that people can say that Black people can own the N-word. Is that a thing? Could each culture own? I mean, because that was something I heard in another series of podcasts, is like, other races don't always have that particular thing. They don't have the privilege. They don't have a privilege of a thing that's super controversial that only they can own. And I'm not saying that shouldn't like criticizing that, because obviously when you're in a situation where you're oppressed in some way, you're going to do whatever it takes. And if that's the culmination of all those years of that is having this thing. But I also think that, like, just in general, it's, if you're coming in from the outside, it's really a hard thing to crack, right? It's tough, it's like, trying to run with an egg or something. If you fall,
I don't think anything is going to happen to him. I hope Spotify doesn't drop him.
No, it doesn't sound like it. Like, from what I was hearing from other people, it's like basically the owner of Spotify is like hella down. You know what I mean? And you could already see he already got an offer from like a more right-wing sort of channel to offer 100 million.
Or he could just stream it off his website.
Well, that's what I was kind of talking to Jessies
and then
about
charge
too.
People. That's what he could do.
Yeah, you could do like a Patreon or something. That's just basically no,
like
that's
something cheap even.
Yeah,
it's like $6 a month.
Right.
But if you got millions of people paying $6 a month,
right?
Yeah,
for sure. You do the math on that. I think people are still going to tune into him. I don't think he's really, gonna get hurt by it at all. He had to apologize, and obviously stock prices are affected and stuff like that. But for the most part, like, he's not doing. Like you said, he's not really doing too much that's terrible. He just has to kind of fucking stay in a, kind of be more sensitive, I guess, which is bullshit in itself. But
yeah. The more sensitive things get, though, the less funny they are, I think. You know?
Yeah, well, look at us. I mean, if we had our way, we'd be super racist and whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that's who we are, but it's just like, like you're saying, like just being funny. And I mean, that's that's the one thing when I hear it about like people trying to approach the issue of being not racist, but racial humor. It's everybody kind of has it, and you do it when you're like, basically somebody was saying, like, when you work in, like, say you're working a warehouse, it's not going to be a bunch of white people, Mexican people, like it's not going to be one race. You're going to be working with all kinds of people. And the first thing that you sort of all recognize is like, he's different from me, he eats different from me, we talk different, but then we're also like guys, or girls talk to each other, or co-ed, but it's just like, you're gonna fucking start talking about the first things you see, and that's what's gonna build, start the
it just sucks because you can't make fun of people anymore,
right? But that's
not that you should, but I miss making fun of people.
Do you think
it's some new hire at work,
right?
Like, oh, hey, you must be the new guy. Like, you can't even say that anymore.
Right. No, I definitely do it, but you don't do it at all.
There you go. I like it.
I'll start ripping on people, but it'll be within like safe contact. You know what I mean?
Safe
it's
guidelines.
Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck are you eating? That stinks. Like, like when people would literally have this on the microwave, it said like, you can't microwave fish.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it smells, but at the same time, it's like, who's eating fish? It's gonna be certain people are gonna bring fish in. You know what I mean? Like, it starts to be targeted.
Keep that curry to a minimum.
Right. So it's like, come on, like, you know who your target audience is. If you gotta put a sign on the microwave, might as well just address this. But
here's another good podcast I watched on. Theo Von is good.
Oh yeah. I religiously watch King and the Sting, but he's not. He hasn't been on there lately. But like, he has his, he's got his own podcast too. Like,
he's funny, man.
Yeah.
What did he say? He said something real funny. He goes, I'm not racist, unless you are, and then let's be friends.
He always has he's always got like the craziest stories about his childhood.
And he's always like making fun of people.
Yeah,
which I like.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I like. Like, if you ever want to go down a rabbit hole, you can like look for like Bobby Lee versus or
Him and Theo Vongo head toe to toe.
I like Chris D'Elia too, or I can't say his last name, but he's been on the King and the Sting lately. But he's hilarious too. But no, Theo Von's funny. He's
Theo Von. What he told Bobby Lee, he's like, do people think you're Mexican?
He said something, I don't get in trouble, but like, I shouldn't say it. But instead of checkmate, somebody said, you heard that one? Did you hear it?
No, go ahead. You froze up.
Oh no, it's been doing weird. But instead of checkmate, somebody, I don't know if Theo said it or if like somebody else said it behind him, but it was like, how the slur for Asian people.
The
CHINK. Somebody said that, and then Bobby Lee's like, "What'd you say?" And he's like, "I didn't say it." It was like this whole thing, like they're trying to get him to, to basically repeat it. It was just like crazy.
What's tough is, what's the new formula of comedy or shit now that you can't really make fun of people or comment like.
Well, that's what I'm like. I was surprised. Like, my daughter Sophie, she's into like John Mulaney, and like, so he's kind of like in that realm of like the Jim Gaffigan, I think, and other people. Like, not exactly 100% clean, but it's like pretty, So I think that's that. But like you said, like the edgy stuff, like going back to David Tell, and I had this like thought the other day, like you mentioned Will Ferrell. Like, all the Will Ferrell movies are basically ripped. Like, a lot of the jokes are rip off of David Tell stuff, pirate hookers and waking up and you've been doing this or that, like,
have you seen any German porn before?
So,
sorry, Sister Margaret, I didn't mean to ask you that.
Like stuff like that. Like, that's all Will Ferrell stuff. But like, I think it's gonna be hard to get get back to that kind of humor. Or like Andrew Dice Clay obviously was like,
Yeah.
you know, super edgy. But I think the new era of comedy is definitely like, you know, these professionals that can kind of steer away from all the controversy,
Yeah.
because that's the only way you're gonna be successful for a long time. Like anybody that's coming, like look at Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle is like one fucking special away from being canceled for good, and he's
Yeah.
kind of he's kind of fighting it, but he's gonna lose it at some point.
I think now in a weird way, that's why this whole Karen thing is blown up. Because I think the only thing left is to make fun of behavior, right? Your behavior is weird. I'm gonna make fun of that. But you can't make fun of like race or an
Right.
accent or something weird like you said people eat. You
Yeah.
can make fun of behavior though right now,
Yeah, sure, for sure.
you know?
Well, I mean, there's probably a lot of premises out there, but yeah, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Like everybody has to look the same, but if you fucking
Yeah.
you eat too fast and you're sloppy, then that
Yeah.
I could create a category for you and just rip you on that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing, like listening to all these podcasts and all these comedians, it's like sobriety is a big thing. So that's like, you don't hear a lot of jokes about it, but they all go through it. So I think that's going to be like that category where people like you're going to start to see like a framing of like the party crowd versus, you know, the hustle crowd or whatever, you know, whatever, like, you know, to your point, like, what is your behavior after work? Can we persecute you for that? You know?
Yeah.
Is there something like parenting? Are you a bad parent? Can we fucking, you know, Chuck E. Cheese fights?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
a bad parent. You go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese, you start fucking duking it out with like 20 other people, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I like behaviors. I think that's so true. I mean,
There's plenty
obviously,
of bad behavior anyways.
yeah. I mean, obviously, politics has been another area too. That's
Yeah.
been, if you're on one side, then you have all this ammo, and then vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and mass, you know, the whole COVID thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's to your point though. It's like, how much are they going to censor stuff going forward? And are we going to
It's
be,
scary. It's
are we
scary, man.
really going to be put in this lane where like you can't, you're basically not allowed to think a certain way, because what it comes down to is you're not able then to take those thoughts and voice them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to think something's funny and then not be able to share it. Whatever
Yeah.
it is,
You want
know
to
what I
share
mean?
it, yeah.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
how humor is. It's like humor's viral in itself. You get, something triggers you and you're like, fuck, let's run with this. Let me tell everybody, and some people will fucking will do that, like, oh, that's terrible. Or
This guy
some,
at work, he wears a stupid hat.
yeah. Oh man, yeah,
I miss those days though. I miss those days of hazing people, and
yeah.
you know, it's
I-
all in good fun.
But I mean, honestly though, I think it's like the type of person you are, and that's the type of hazing that you would do. Because honestly, like, I think back to, like, say the fraternity days, like there was that one guy that people thought were gay who couldn't prove it, but he
Yeah.
was kind of like, he was probably hazed in some ways towards that, but I don't think
Yeah.
that was anything like more than once or even long term.
Yeah.
And instead, like, we embraced him, and he was
Yeah.
going to be part of the fraternity, and then it just turned out that fucking he had a bad night and fucking ratted on us for, like, somebody was trying to make him drink and he got sick. And, you know, like, people
Yeah, that was
die.
the horrible- yeah.
People die from that stuff, so I get it. But like, at the same time, he came out fine. We got in trouble and had nothing to do with any of the other hazing stuff.
Yeah. No,
You know
no,
what I
no.
mean? So that's the kind of thing where it's like, I think, like, if you bring something up, it shouldn't be necessarily that you're racist or you're trying to
No.
hurt somebody, because that's what you see, that's what you talk about.
Yeah.
But then if you move on past it and everybody's cool, then, like, you shouldn't be persecuted for that.
No.
And
no,
we
you
were never
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
persecuted for it, but we have, I'm just sharing that because that was an experience we had where you think this guy's one way and then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, and everybody realized that,
Yeah.
and you just kind of move past it. If everybody takes every interaction as like the first times you're one infraction means 3
Yeah.
strikes you're out, fucking everybody
Yeah.
would be fucking canceled. I mean, it's impossible not to. Yeah.
That's
But, I
why you
mean,
just gotta make fun of behavior, I guess.
no, I think it'll come back to it. I mean, look at like 30-year-old 40-year-old virgin. Like, they had the Indian guy you know, and then
The black guy.
the black guy, and then obviously like a bunch of the people were white, and it was just like it was that interaction. That's like the typical interaction if you work somewhere that's not like the fucking woke police. It's gonna be like this little back and forth where people are just everybody's got their like way to slice and dice you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyways, so what else has been going on in the world?
No, nothing much. Just living the dream, living the COVID dream.
COVID dream. Are you gonna start taking any ivermectin or some of these other things?
I don't even know what that stuff is.
All I heard was like it has one use for the horse dewormer for like horse, you know, but it's also used for other human things too. But
that's the stuff Joe Rogan took, right?
Yeah. I don't know if Trump took that too, but Trump took something that was kind of like a boost, like a basically not energy, but like, you know, like a system immune booster or something. So
I've been taking B12, like a real good B complex.
Oh yeah, like
even before COVID, I started taking a real strong B complex.
Does it give you energy, like a 5-hour
energy?
Kind of
gives you like a smooth energy, kind of makes you a man.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was just looking for the new fountain of youth, you know. B complex. Well, I was looking at all these dietary things. They said like eat avocado, eat this.
Oh yeah,
eat that. And the main thing each one had in it was B vitamins.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So speaking about diets, I've been following this guy online. I'll have to pull it up here in a minute once I get my phone going. But he was on Rogan. He's I think he's like a psychologist now. He's kind of like a health guru. Basically, his diet is like basically it's meat, it's organs, so like animal, like, you know, some brains and livers and stuff.
Really?
Bone marrow, and then fruit. So it's really just like meat, fruit, and organs, and some cheese. Like basically, if you get like grass fed, whatever kind of cheese.
Yeah.
You know? So that's really the staple of it. And so some of the stuff that he gets asked is like, what about vegetables? And he'll basically like he'll go like, he's got a series of videos where he goes into like a Whole Foods or whatever the store is, and he'll get kale. And he actually has a shirt that says kale is bullshit. So he'll just basically do these like little snippets of these different vegetables and stuff. And his whole thing is like, a lot of vegetables, they basically the plants try to defend them with like having chemicals in them, like, you know, natural. And so when we eat them, then they can like fuck us up, like not incredibly, but they do enough to fucking maybe fuck you up. So that's why he's kind of like devolving back to this like nature thing. Like you'd kill an animal, you'd eat the animal, and you'd eat everything. Or like the fruit is the part of the plant that the plant wants you to eat because it's like colorful and sweet.
That's like all like chemistry stuff.
Yeah. He gets into it. He'll be like, it has this fucking ivermectin compound or whatever, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He'll get into like what it is and what it could do to you, you know, like tomatoes are part of the nightshade family and they have blah, blah, blah. And this thing like interacts with your liver and it, you know, it's like this. So it's kind of interesting, like how he breaks it down. But like you also just think like, okay, I like meat, or I like, you know, like protein, and I like fruit. Like what else do I need? So I'd probably have to study a little bit more to see like how you get things that you're supposed to have.
You know, I kind of broke the diet, but I tried that intermittent fasting for like a month and a half.
So what was your schedule like for that?
11 to 7, 11 a.m. to 7.
That you wouldn't eat, or
that I would eat.
Oh, okay.
It worked. I lost like 8 pounds.
Oh, damn.
I gained it all back though, real quick.
But why'd you stop?
In 1 month, I lost 8 pounds.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Goddamn COVID. That beer will help.
I need more beer.
Yeah. Beer break.
No, it worked pretty good. Seriously.
So what got you going on that one?
I was just trying different things, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try anything to lose weight. It worked though. It really worked.
Yeah.
That's my time window. So 7, no eating, all the way till 11 the next day.
That's dope. So why'd you stop doing it? I tried it. I've tried it before, but
because you just get hungry in the morning or late at night, and
Yeah.
it's all about discipline,
Yeah. It's like you're fresh out of bed, and usually for me, it's like I need like a bite of something, and then maybe like a sweet, like a apple juice or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
your body is telling,
It totally worked though. It totally worked.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard to stay on it.
Yeah, some people I agree. Some people live by it. I was watching a podcast, another one combined with that probably is something about your fuck, I already forgot what it was. But it's kind of it was called macros. Have you heard about that one? It's
No.
It's basically like it's like carbs, protein, and I forgot the third one. It may be like vegetables or something. But basically, if you have the right balance of it, you'll lose weight too. So obviously, most of it's going to be protein based, but then also you can have like a little bit of, maybe a little bit of carbs,
Yeah.
maybe lot vegetables, whatever. But it's like one of those, kind of just same concepts. Just if you eat right, then the weight will fall. You'll lose weight. The hardest part with any of the diets is like we'll go out and we'll get a bunch of fruit. And it's gonna be like we're gonna fucking juice, we're gonna go crazy, and all
you gotta
that.
Eat that shit quick.
Yeah, yeah.
It goes
And
bad.
and then I'm like throwing half of it away. It's like fuck, man. Like so my new thing is like I'm only gonna buy food for 3 days, and then after those 3 days, we'll just fucking go back to the starting point. But it's hard because everybody likes sugar, so that's our big problem.
Dieting is a combo. You have to, not eat it late at night. You got to stay away from the carbs. It's like a combination of so many things, but once you figure it out, you can lose weight.
Yeah.
It's just you got to do that day in and day out now.
Right.
It's like a new lifestyle,
Yeah, you got to be religious about it, otherwise it doesn't.
Yeah, like I lost 8 pounds, no kidding, 8 to 9 pounds in 1 month, and I was like, "Oh, this works. I love it. I like it." And then like you slip up one weekend, and you have some ice cream at night, and then you wake up early and have a bagel and cream cheese. Like it just fucking. That whole month just went out the door,
Yeah. It doesn't take much to put the weight back on, for sure.
No, it doesn't.
No. Yeah, I think
it's hard.
I feel like I've been losing a little bit of weight, but I feel like my body as a whole hasn't had the improvement that I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for me, I always have like skin issues. So like it's like none of that has changed. I may lose some weight, so I feel better, but so that's hard. And then the other thing, like I find out real quick is like I'll run on the treadmill, but then my daughter, she's been really adamant about like, because her basketball season ended, so she wants to keep up her cardio, so she'll go running. So I went with her the other day, and I just realized like that fucking treadmill shit is so different from running on the street.
Yeah.
So I'll come.
It's
like
on the treadmill in some ways for whatever reason. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm watching TV. I'm watching like fucking the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking running, and then I'm on
the block there. You're like, oh fuck, I'm having a heart attack,
dude. But yeah. I'm fucking. My whole body is sore. I'm like running, and my fucking chi-chis in my belly are like fucking bouncing. My back hurts. So.
One of the last night I bounced before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was working with this guy, and we try to park close to the bar, so we can keep our eye on the cars.
Yeah.
And I remember he parked pretty close to the bar on the street on Santa Clara Street, and we're just minding our own business. And sure enough, some guy walks by his Honda Civic, bashes the window in.
Oh shit.
And we're just like in shock. And he digs in his car, and he just starts bolting after the dude, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, should I go stay at the door? Fuck it, I'll go too. So we're chasing this dude down Santa Clara Street. And I tell you, I got winded hard.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever ran for your life? Like ran with like purpose?
No, not in a long time. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to you, I probably went 2 blocks and I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Like 2 blocks I was like, all right. Yeah, you go get him. You got him. You got him.
I'll go get the car.
Yeah. I gotta go back to the door. I don't even know what's manning the door. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I was trying to keep up, chasing the guy who broke the window.
Yeah.
2 blocks. That was it. My heart was racing. I was winded. I was like, fuck. Yeah. I haven't ran like this in a while. Like chasing someone,
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, we had like for a number of years we had a lunchtime basketball game going at work, and this one guy is like He's the GOAT. He's probably like 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
Like just trying to play him, like, you know, occasionally be just me and him. So that was the closest to death I think I felt, was just trying to stay. I mean, we're talking about like a fucking small space and just playing one-on-one versus somebody. Like he could have literally probably killed me by just keeping me going, because I mean I was trying to win, right? And it's just like when somebody's that good and they're in shape, you know, you just trying to stay on par with them. Like think about boxing, like how much like that's toe to toe, and if you're just trying to like not get hit or trying to win, it takes every bit of strength and stuff you have.
But you're right, cardio, like just on the treadmill or elliptical versus like cardio for your life, like you're running from zombies or you're running after the guy who smashed your window,
right?
Like that type of real running, like you got to get to something or get away from something. That running like takes a lot out of you.
And you know what the scary
normal jog, you know?
Oh yeah, and you know the scary part is like with that lack of oxygen, your brain doesn't even function.
Oh,
you're like,
shit.
no, you're just like sitting there like I can't even think about what to do next, because you're just so focused on trying to breathe, not fucking you know, like trying to do the next thing you got to do. You're not sitting there like, okay, I got this, you know, all these fucking 10 calculations to do. That was like a common thing for me when I would like try to do that, like play basketball for certain lengths of time and stuff. Dude, that's crazy though. So what happened? Did your buddy catch him or no?
No, I don't think we caught him, but he fled or something. He was a quick little guy.
You can never gonna catch a crackhead.
yeah. It was super random. I don't even know why the guy broke the window, really.
Oh yeah.
That's the Bay Area. People be breaking windows.
I remember when we were in high school, like you'd see like the old school cell phone, like the big fucking curly cord in a car. That was enough to break into a car.
Oh my god! Yeah,
you know, could you think it was like a fucking there's a phone hiding under the seat or something? Nowadays,
the Bay Area, I don't know if you heard, but the Bay Area now people leave their windows down all the way,
just so it doesn't get broke.
Yeah, they're just tired of spending $200-300 to fix a window.
That was my dad. He had a Jeep Cherokee, and there's like a little corner window you could open, and that somebody smashed it. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm leaving it." And people would break into his car all the time, but you don't have anything in there after a while. You just say, "Fuck it," you know.
Yeah, it's getting bad in the Bay Area. Car break-ins are just so normal. Daytime break-ins, you know.
I always see up here is like, you know, the catalytic. I remember back when we were in Cali too, but the catalytic converter, stealing catalytic converters. Do you ever worry about that with your truck?
No, my neighbor's truck got stolen though.
Oh
like
shit!
A month ago, his whole truck. Yeah, he never found it.
What is it? What kind is it?
It was a Chevy Silverado.
Oh, okay.
Like nice newer one.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, I heard like Fords too. Like I always see like the Ford F-150s and stuff. Jessie's mom had a friend, and he had like a fucking big. It must have been like it was either a Ford or Chevy. It was really big, but it had like a lift kit. It had rims, everything. And they fucking took that thing. That thing must have had like, you know, those trucks already are probably 30, 40, 50. And then you probably had another 50 on it.
Wow.
Of just upgrades. And then somebody stole that thing and they just never found it again. That was out in Stockton, you know, but it's
I believe it.
It's just crazy. Like trucks are super fucking expensive right now. They're like 70 grand. And then everyone's just stealing them for parts, you know?
Fuck. It's the world we live in. You can't make fun of people. You're
right.
You get COVID. That about wraps up our podcast.
And you still got all the other issues. You still got every other issue you got going. Yeah. Let me think. There got to be like one more thing that's happened over the last. I you know, like with Sophie's basketball thing going, it's so funny that her little team, and then I'm talking about the seniors, like they'll put on music like as they warm up.
Okay.
And it's all like hip hop trap music.
Yeah.
It's like the team is all
white. Appropriate?
Yeah, there's no cursing. Like one of the songs is something like, I like it. It's like something about being in the NBA. It's so it's a good song, but the rest of it is just no cursing. It's just all fucking this one type of music. Considering like this team is 90% white, so it's just kind of funny, you know. She says like during practice they play stuff, and a lot of it I guess is like throwback stuff from, you know, like Dr.
that's
Dre,
cool.
Snoop Dogg and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I always thought like, well, you know, when the kids are younger, they're like you know, I'm not gonna say like Katy Perry, but you know, like any of the Kids Bop
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah,
now they got this age, it's very different. It's like, you know, Sophie was into Queen and Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
And
Well,
stuff.
retro is in.
Yeah,
Retro's
retro.
definitely in.
But then also like they're kind of going to our era and they're tapping
for
into
sure.
like the hip hop we used to listen to.
Oh yeah. I was at Shoe Palace the other day, and
Oh yeah.
like Snoop Dogg has his own line of clothing.
Oh
Or has
really?
had it. But
Yeah.
all the shirts are from like his first album, like
Oh,
Doggy
really?
Style. Remember the comic Doggy Style? You unravel it in the CD.
Yeah.
Think of every comic strip now, and there's like a T-shirt.
Oh wow.
So like Gin and Juice when he's at the bar, you know, he's a dog.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
throwing back. Like he has like all these shirts and sweats and joggers were just, you know, his first album's cartoon stuff on it.
Damn,
You know?
that's crazy.
And I'm thinking, how do these new kids even know that album or know that comic strip that was inside the CD, you know?
Right. Yeah, you're totally right.
Remember he was
Like,
getting chased by the police and
yeah.
yeah.
That was such a great album too. You see, he just bought not to downplay
Death Row.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
bought Death Row. That's crazy. I mean, it kind of
Smart.
sounded it kind of sounds like the owner, whoever owned it, was kind of like,
Yeah.
this is a good move to sell it to like an artist.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe they have other deals on the table for other things, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's super dope. I mean, the thing is, like, you think about all those artists, I wonder if they'll get something from it as well, like Daz and Corrupt or
Maybe, yeah.
RBX or like Lady of Rage or whoever the fuck was on those
Yeah, yeah.
albums, you know.
Yeah, there was so many
DOC.
features and
Yeah. But it was like it all seemed like it was just like once Suge was in control, like nobody got. I mean, Dr. J walked away from the whole thing.
yeah.
Obviously, he's a fucking almost a billionaire at this point, but yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I mean, who doesn't love Snoop? Like I kind of found like he's got some funny clips of like him and Kevin Hart doing the Olympics, the Summer Olympics.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty fucking funny. They're like ripping on people and they'll fight with each other, and then like Snoop kind of seems like a diva, and I was like, maybe he learned that shit from like Martha Stewart.
We're
All right, well, let's
surviving
get-
COVID.
Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you survived. Obviously, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But you got to keep us informed how you're feeling and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like now that you've kind of gone through it, are you like unstoppable or not really?
I
Kind of
guess so. Yeah, I
little bit more
felt that
scared.
way before.
Remember when you were singing Bulletproof about the
Yeah, I'm
vaccine?
bulletproof, nothing to lose. Yeah. I guess
Not-
I'm not bulletproof.
Yeah.
Reality came in.
2022
COVID came from my life.
2022 is all about the fucking reality and running as fast as you can.
Yeah, I know. Running 2 blocks as fast as you can.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people when I see people. COVID came from my life.
Yeah. Are there people shocked, or are they just like, oh, I had it too last week? Or
Yeah. Some people are like, oh, I had it. Like a lot of people, I think that's what's funny is we're talking about it, but I think a lot of people had it. They're just not saying they had it.
right.
There's kind of like this
It's
hysteria. that's just-
taboo. Yeah.
It is. Like I got hepatitis, something.
I got herpes.
But I mean,
and it
no
won't go away.
matter what, I think a lot of people are gonna get it. It's coming for you. It's
Yeah.
the new flu. As long as you're vaccinated, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Easily I approach the fifth of him because there ain't no joke.